Hello there, my subscribers, or the ones I got from last video, which went crazy. I know this isn't the vid you were kind of expecting. I know some of you have expectations for my styles to be something closer to the horror vid I did, but in reality, I like to do a variation of content, and you know, this is what I do sometimes. But I do thank you all for the support on last video. I was expecting to have to trash that vid and re-upload it to avoid that copyright claim, just to mass produce it in the shorts and get something out of it, but nope, it destroyed my old record. And if you see the old record, it's a Sea of Thieves video, and what do you know? This video is about Sea of Thieves. Out of all my games, out of everything, any game I had ever played, Sea of Thieves is easily the one I love the most, I played the most, I had everything to do the most on this game. It was like, I grinded this game way more than I should have, I'll admit. At the current time of recording, 670 hours on Sea of Thieves. But that doesn't mean I'm good? No. I left Sea of Thieves roughly about 2 years ago, and I've hopped on for occasion, for friends, or to experience the new thing, but really, I haven't really logged on. I've moved on to just playing other games, or playing Minecraft, or trying to make content, and trying to do something good, but I think I have a lot of stories in this game that many of you I never recorded, that I never cared to publish, or if I did try to make videos of them, I never ended up finishing them, never ended up doing anything with them, and never just got going with, you know, this game. And that's unfortunate because I really did have a lot of amazing experiences on this game. And I think the footage you guys are watching now is around 2 years old footage from Sea of Thieves. There's no scatter shot, there's no fancy stuff in that thing. Just the basics, you know, and that could be lame, but I would like to talk about some stories that I originally had in this game, and I really got far with this game. I met a lot of the greatest people of the community. I've had encounters with the Brave Vanguard, I've had encounters with an insider crew. I waged war against that crew. I've taken on galleons while solo. I was in the arena, and I did a lot of stuff that if I had the recording skills I do now, I could have easily become great at this game, but however, I think it was for the better that I left it. 670 hours. Some people see that as an accomplishment. Me, I see that more as a failure. 670 could have been spent on literally anything more useful. But hey, I used to be addicted to this game, so you know. But I think I'll start with the one that's already on my channel, and that is the one where I get spawn camped by a bunch of TDMers and with Tuck. Tuck's channel is dead, don't go looking for it. It's long gone. His old content's still there, and it's still relatively good, but it's just a generic TDM channel. You can find these guys in the millions, you know? It's a shame. He really would have been a good YouTuber. A lot of people loved his videos, and he was really good at being a YouTuber. And one day I hope to surpass him in subscribers, or surpass my current rival, Zipkick, in subs, but that's gonna take a miracle or something. But I'll get into one of my craziest stories in this game. A while back when I was still just hopping around, still just a little swabby. I don't even think I was Pirate Legend yet. Just running around, doing whatever, playing with whatever online friends would, you know, do anything with me. And I was playing with this guy called Daunting Bread. I think that's his Xbox name. I don't know his real name. I wouldn't say it even if I didn't know his real name. He's an Aussie. And me and him were just messing around. He was really good at the game. I was really quite bad. He was just kind of teaching a newbie how you know, we do stuff. And that was fun, but really the battle me and him got into, it was a server war versus this one galleon, and the galleon was an insider galleon, had a really good crew, really good everything, and around the server we had picked up quite a big alliance, I'd say. Just alliance with whoever we came in contact with, and it's basically all we did. This alliance starts up, hey, we should do FOTD, you know, why not? Let's stack and let's do all that. And this was the first time I stacked FOTD, and I would go on to stack FOTD and gain like shitloads of money off it. It was crazy. So this fight, I would go down, and what would happen is we tried FOTD, the thing went up, and what do you know? And this was before you could just like dive and hop to different servers, so we're using portal hopping. boot up the tall tale, go into the portal, go into a new server through the portal and cancel it. That was how the old thing worked. So this insider crew, like full insider sales, full set, full crew, goes in and attacks us. Now, the first round, this is the first round of fighting. I think 3 ships die the first round. They just get sunk. We survive long enough to eventually see them, and they run into a storm, and I'm pretty sure the storm takes them out. They're probably bleeding really hard, and then extra water from the storm just kills them, just dead on the spot. And so, but these guys had a supply crate just loaded, and my teammate was like freaking out because he like really wanted to get the supply crate. He was like, dude, if we can get the supply crate, we can fight them off like another 20 times. But we didn't end up finding it. But the thing is, the galleon crew knew where that supply crate was, so they sailed back, and I actually watched them sail back. I could have intercepted them, chain shotted them, got into a fight. I probably could have tied them up right there, but instead I was ignorant and young. I let them pass. They got their supply crate, and they immediately went back to fighting us. And we chased them for hours and hours and hours, and so many crews died. We chased them for a bit. They'd turn. It'd go into a full battle, and then some of our crew would die. We died, I think, like 3 times, and then you'd sail back. You'd get some supplies. You'd sail back. You'd go take them out. We did this so many times. They eventually just ran directly into a portal and left the server, and each and every one of us shot over and was like, where you going? Where you going? We still have a fight going on here. You wimps, get over here. And they were like, yeah, nah. They all left. They were cool and actually didn't talk much. You know, most people on this, I feel like most people on the Sea of Thieves nowadays are just salty and suck, but you know, that was cool. And then one of my other most memorable experiences was an insider fight. Not the insider fight, sorry. It was actually stacking FOTD. Now, I'd have gotten, this was a little while, I think this was very much after I got Pirate Legend. I got a bunch of, we got some online friends on Slate, I don't know. I just call him Slate. Who sounded like a woman when I played with him. He sounded like a little girl. Well, until his balls dropped like a little while ago. Now he sounds like a Texan, but you know. So first time we stack FOTD, I think we stack around 5 FOTDs. We go out to sell. We get into a kerfuffle with a TDM crew, and you probably know where this is going. We kill him a few times. I was actually tucking on our boat AFK while I went to the bathroom or something. And the same time I went to the bathroom, one kid had wiped out my entire crew. I nearly killed him because I nearly got him due to a surprise attack, but I didn't really get anywhere. He eventually died because I sword lunged him into the water, and then he died because his ping was terrible and he was teleporting everywhere. But we go, we sell, we try to we decide not to organize it. We put it in one massive FU rowboat, and a galleon and a brig show up. We don't prepare correctly, and to Frank, we get our ass handed to us, and like, hey, running now, aren't you, pussy? Running now. Like, we never ran. And then there's another time where I think I still have the footage of it. We stacked 7 FOTD, and we actually got away with it. Yeah, we were to make the thumbnail, do it all, and this time we were paranoid AF. Like, a sloop comes into our distance, it's gotta die before anything else comes near it, right? We sold that all. I think it was on Gold Weekend, and I thought it was like 2.8 million or something. It was a pretty good haul. And that would be pretty crazy. These guys are also kind of PvP freaks. We would eventually get really good at Sea of Thieves, but it would just get boring sometimes, and eventually I would end up slowly stop talking to people as I played the game less and less. But, you know, that's fine. Then there was my encounter with Tuck. Actually, I think we stacked another few FOTDs. We sold them all off, and right after we sold them all off, he came, spawn capped us. We're just able to lower Reaper Emissary, and we pretty much stick around just because we're like, whatever. These guys don't want to sink us anyway. We'll stick around and try and TDM. We end up killing a few of them. One of the guys, Lazaza, though, was literally a nightmare to hit. Oh my. And as you can tell, my skill at the game was still very bad and still sucked. So, you know. But that aside, it was pretty fun. We eventually just moved on to like an actual TDM, and some of my guys left, but I stayed on, and he told me about his channel, and he went and joined one of my games later, and that was fun. That's a clickbait video, don't click on it. He was a very good player. He had, 10,000 hours? Yeah, like 10,000 hours on Sea of Thieves and Arena Sweat. Just lived in Arena, never got off of Arena. He doesn't play SOT anymore, which is fair. And over the years, after Tuck, after everyone, I really started to get good at the game. I was confident enough where I could go up to a galleon and just say, you know what, screw y'all, we're fighting you today. And I did do that with an Athena galleon, tier 3 Athena. I tried blowing them up a few times, didn't end up working. They were open mic, open crew, and that was funny. I nearly killed him. Not nearly. I got my ass handed to me plenty of times. I nearly sunk a couple of times with it. Another time I tucked on a galleon who were idiots. All of them, just idiots. Just no brain cell, no idea what they're doing, just nothing, right? You know how they're doing it because they're doing Order of Souls voyages, and they have the Gold Hoarder emissary flag up, which is crazy because they're idiots. And I was in their crow's nest and I was able to talk with them, and they didn't know. And when they got to the outpost, they just came down. I killed them all. I blew them up. I sunk their boat. And what do you know? A just freshly bought account, like day one, probably Xbox player who just got it off Game Pass, logs on, and you can tell this man does not know what he's doing. Probably just finished the tutorial and stuff. And so I'm like, you know what? I don't really want the loot. I have 14 million gold in my account. You can have it. So I gave all of the shitty loot to him and all the skulls, and I'm like, here, have it. It's yours now. Don't complain about it. And that was fun. I would eventually, get on with Zipkick and we'd play a few rounds. He'd actually get really into the game. He was actually really into the game, I think around winter break, and it was fun playing with him. However, he had his own online friends and he played with them. He was alright, but I always miss the days when I used to be really good at Sea of Thieves. Like the days when I could confidently take on like a few Xbox players and come out fine because I played on PC. Who needs it, man? Like I would also get online for the exploit season. Bro, that C4 exploit was crazy powerful. I think I did 20 rounds on it for a full merchant emissary. It was crazy. And I did it just solo. I was like, man, I'll make a few 10K. I think I made about 1.5 million off that haul alone. No one contested me at all. I sat there at the fort just generating money. It was crazy. And I forgot to mention, there was also that time where me and Slater and his friend, and I think another one of his friends, we all got together in Mermaid's Hideaway and we stacked pondies for a community day. That's why I'm level 30 in the Hunter's Call. And man, that was one painful experience, man. Doing all that within the Hunter's Call, that sucked. That was terrible. We'd sat there, you'd get 20 fish, you'd go over to the sea fort, you'd cook it on a rowboat, you'd come back, you'd fish another 20 pondies, rinse and repeat until you have like 500. We sold them all off. It took like a full hour to sell all of it, but we got crazy amounts of reputation off it. And even then, like, if I'm gonna say it, dude, stack FOTD and just sell the gems, dude. It is not worth it to fish. It's not. I only fish if I need meat or like good food. So that was crazy. And then like I said, I became good at the game. And then me and Zipkick did our little island survival challenge. That island survival challenge was really fun and really fun to do. And I think towards the end of my years doing Sea of Thieves, I just hop over to Mermaids and just kind of just exist there for a little while. I'd go over with a rowboat and do the sea fort and do all that, and that was pretty fun. Like, that was really fun actually sometimes. And sometimes that's all you really need to ask for, which is fun. It's cool and it's just chill. No one came to contest us. Actually, yes, one person did come to contest us. Because at the very end, you guys don't see it, but a galleon showed up. We tried to keg him. We failed because Zipkick did not put the necessary stealth options on. And they had a fair bit of loot, but we died to them. We were like, man, screw it. We'll hop off. We had been on for hours at that point, so, that's all we did. That was definitely a fun experience. And I actually haven't been on since. I think I've been on once to get something. I don't really know what, but it's actually not too far, but I hadn't played for 2 years up until then, so yeah, I eventually just decided that I played Sea of Thieves so much I said, you know what, I don't really like the devs, I don't really like the PvP systems, I don't really like any of it. I'm gonna quit until something changes. And something did change. I was watching a bunch of PvP videos lately, like the new throwing knife and double pistol. And the throwing knife has potential. Let's get that straight. It has crazy potential. Double pistol, I don't think so. That gun stays in the process of like, if it 2-taps someone, it's a decent gun. It just doesn't have any counters, which is annoying. It is like, both of the things I think do like 90% of a person's health, which I think is crazy. It's pretty much it for this commentary video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. You could probably expect more videos like this in the future. My Warhammer 3 video has been recorded and I'll have it. I'll make a Rain World video, don't worry, I'll do it. Then I'll make a Helldivers video, and then Warhammer 3. A Warhammer 3 video is going to be super ambitious. It's going to be pretty good. Taking a few months of work, and I started on the script, so it's in production. But don't expect any like crazy stuff. If you want to watch good videos, please watch my, probably on the screen now, like that island survival one. I worked really hard on that. That one's really cool. If you're any one of my new subscribers, please go watch that. It took 2 months to make. Really pulled my heart and soul into that, and it got like no views to what I expected, and got claims, so I can't simply throw it in the shorts, and which was really sad. And you know, go have fun, I guess. See ya.